Good afternoon, I'm Heather Genualdi. When the NSF gathered statistics in 2014 in comparing the percentage of women in the science and engineering workforce, they found that there were drastically less women and underrepresented minorities in the workforce than men. This is according to the National Girls Collaborative. So today I will be discussing the STEM Gateways Act and how this could benefit our youth today. As students looking for a better tomorrow, we need to do everything possible to ensure the youth of today that we can have a chance in achieving their dreams. And the STEM Gateways Act will make that possible. So first, I will discuss what the Act actually entails. I will secondly explain some of the disadvantages. Third, I will talk about the advantages. And lastly, I will discuss manners in which the STEM Gateways Act can help us today. So as I said, many of you may be sitting in your seats wondering, what exactly does the STEM Gateways Act entail? According to the Library of Congress, the Secretary of Education would award grants to entities or organizations for the STEM field. This would be eligible for those that are in elementary and secondary school programs. And of course, this would be for those that are underrepresented students. The goals are, of course, to encourage and motivate and support classroom success for those that are in STEM disciplines within secondary and primary school programs. This would also support STEM workforce training and career preparation for those students. And this would also improve access of secondary school students to things such as STEM opportunities such as the STEM career or continuing your education. So while this all seems promising, there are some downsides to the STEM Gateways Act. According to Valerie Strauss, some personal opinions from high school students are that these subjects are an absolute waste of time, they're not useful, they don't correlate with current issues, and the wrong information was actually being taught. And these were according to subjects such as biology, physics, and chemistry. And according to my anonymous sources, my anonymous interviewee number 1 stated these organizations may be corrupt with their money, and they may not give the full benefits to these students. My anonymous source number 2 stated that we have better matters to concern ourselves with, such as international issues and the drought that's currently going on. And in fact, many schools don't have a STEM center. So how would we be able to provide for these students? Statistically speaking, according to the National Girls Collaborative, males are 6 times more likely to take engineering than women are. And in regards to mathematics, there is a larger gap that exists between students of different racial and ethnic backgrounds or family income. And science performance actually varies significantly between races and income factors. So now let me tell you how we can resolve the problem. According to Microsoft Interactive, Harris Interactive, 49% of female STEM students said that they studied STEM to make a difference in the world. 61% of male STEM students said that they studied because they were inspired by toys or games as a child. And 68% of female STEM students said that they studied because of their teachers. So now going off of this encouragement, Discovery Education says that we can further this by helping students find a mentor, by establishing STEM clubs and centers for these students, by establishing STEM competitions. We can show and inspire them to change the world. We can involve them and introduce them to non-STEM careers. And we could finally encourage collaboration with other students in the program. So you may be asking yourself, what's currently going on to resolve this? Well, according to John P. Holdren, the U.S. is acknowledging that there's a need and attraction to retain talent and diversity in the STEM field. So President Barack Obama has called in an effort to bring forth teachers, parents, and all those others that are committed to supporting STEM opportunities. This issue was highlighted at the College Opportunity Summit, where over 100 colleges and universities were on board with the STEM opportunity. With this in mind, we must act now. So now let's look at how the STEM Gateways Act can actually help us today for making a better tomorrow. Now, I would like to appeal to your sense of logic right now. What exactly about this bill is negative? It's encouraging equality all across the board, and it's encouraging education for those that don't have the resources available to them. So I am strongly for this passage of this bill, as this would be for the better good of all of us. Statistically speaking, according to STEM California, 1.1 million jobs are going to be available in STEM by 2018, which is not too far away. This is a 19% increase from where we are today. And 93% of those jobs will require post-secondary education, which can be provided for us by the STEM Gateways Act. So I first discussed what the STEM Gateways Act entails. I secondly explained the disadvantages. I followed with talking about the advantages, and lastly I concluded with reiterating points of the bill. By passing the STEM Gateways Act, there will be more beneficial than harmful actions to come for our youth today. There are increasing demands for careers in STEM, which won't go away, and all children, regardless of age, race, ethnicity, or gender, should be given equal rights and access to learning about what can benefit our future. So here is a sample letter that I have provided for all of you. Please send it off to our local representative, and I urge you to take action today. This letter has the name address of our local representative at the top of the sample letter. Please mail it off and include your name and contact information at the bottom. In the words of Kimberly Wright Cassidy, the future of science belongs to us all. Thank you.